And I've been part of quite a number of churches over the years. And to be honest, this is the only place I feel like I would have had that freedom and had those sort of men around me who were open to that. I actually found a little while ago something I'd posted on Facebook, which, talking about Phil Henry going, excuse me, how amazing it was to be in a church where the senior pastor would give you a hug when you needed it. Because I've been in churches where the senior pastor would definitely never give you a hug. It was very special to be here and be able to spend 6 months sitting in that back corner over there every week, crying through church, and for that to be acceptable, for me to have a safe place to grieve, was incredible, and something I'm very, very grateful for. One of the side effects of my divorce was I lost the ability to pray. I could still talk to God privately in my head. I could still mumble and whinge to him, and I did a lot. But I could not pray publicly. I could not pray for other people. If I tried, it was like my tongue was paralyzed, literally couldn't move. Or I'd open my mouth and no sound could come out. And that was a situation that went on for many years. But then a couple of years ago, so 2023, we had the Vineyard National Conference here. Had it last year as well, but this is the one in 2023. I made a decision to take the time off work so I could come to the whole thing, which I did, and I just soaked in all of that, all the worship and all the teaching, and just sang my heart out to God. Lost my voice almost by the end of the weekend. Got prayed for multiple times. And in the Sunday service that weekend, in the middle of worship, God quite clearly told me, I'm taking away from you the shame of your divorce. I remember it quite clearly. I was sitting right there. And nothing changed about me being able to pray from that. But slowly and surely, over the next year, it was like my tongue learnt how to move again. And I found myself being able to pray more often and more frequently, until in the lead up to the national conference last year, I realised, hey, I'm praying. I'm praying. We have the 9 o'clock prayer meeting here, and if you're on the music team, you're always down there, and I'm praying again. And realised that what I had lost had been restored to me, and I was able to pray again, able to pray for other people again, able to pray out loud again. And now I come to the 9 o'clock prayer meeting, even when I'm not on, as much as I can, because I'm not going to, I've got that back. I'm not going to not use it. Something else that God reminded me of when I was thinking about today and what I was going to be sharing was actually something from my childhood. When I was a child in primary school, don't know what age to be honest, but my eldest sister, who is 7 years older than me, went to what I believe was the Katoomba Youth Convention, for those of you who remember that, and came back. When she came back, she brought back a present for me. She brought back a T-shirt, and that T-shirt had a cartoon of a boy sitting in a garbage bin on it, which is not the important bit. The important bit were the words that it had with it. Those words were, "I must be somebody. God doesn't make junk." I've never forgotten that. I know there are no photos of this T-shirt, by the way. I looked. I love that shirt.